Yes, let's see. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6. Yeah, been here 6 days. And so I've got another 8 days until I can get out. Literally, I should be able to get out next Friday, because I did come back on a Friday. So, yeah. So now I'm just staying in my studio in Wales. Gonna have some, like, you know, what you Yankees would call SpaghettiOs. But, yeah, this is spaghetti and sauce. I'm just gonna cook it for like 4 minutes. Yes. Yeah, so, like, to be frank, alright, like, there are times where I have actually had to get out of the house. Mainly because if you stay indoors all day, your vitamin D levels are going to be screwed up, and, it's not really good for you, and, well, literally, because it's so cold, I don't even keep the window opened. Yeah. Yeah, I have, like, need to cross the road to get food and all, but, that's not really punishable. It's not like I'm really breaking it. Because the rule is basically saying, like, oh, it's just to stay at home, but if you can't get, like, food delivered, then get the hell out of the house and, go get some food, I guess. Just as long as you wear a mask and, stick to social distancing, but, literally, I've not had anybody knock on my door in Wales and ask me, like, just to check up on me. I mean, normally they should, because that's what the whole passage allocated form is. Like, you arrive in the United Kingdom, and you've come from a country like, let's say Serbia, or Sweden, or Italy, or United States, and your country's not on the list. So they ask you to fill this form in, like, no matter where you came from. If your country's on the list, like from Barbados, you don't have to stay 14 days at home. But if you're not on the list, you literally have to stay 14 days at home. But from the 15th, if you arrive in the UK, you're only required to spend like 6 days at home as long as you go out and buy a PCR test for over 100 quid, get tested. And once you get a negative test result, that means that's your key to freedom. So, like, literally, this isn't going to come into effect after I leave. Because, I mean, nobody's checked up on me. Nobody's asked me to be tested. Nobody has been, like, came to check my temperature. Nobody's tested me for coronavirus. I'm not feeling any coronavirus symptoms at all. Although when I got here after my long travels from Serbia and London to Wales, I was in a lot of pain because I was carrying a lot of luggage. Well, just I had like one bag, my usual rucksack, then I had a whole bag of groceries, then another bag of groceries stuffed in my rucksack. So it was just so painful having to wait until 3 o'clock in the afternoon to get checked into my accommodation. I have had Sainsbury's deliver food to me. So, yeah, I've got enough food the last couple of days. I've got, like, SpaghettiOs, I've got baked beans, I've got bread, I've got chocolate, I've got, like, cream biscuits, I've got Greek yogurt, I've got, like, packets of, like, egg fried rice. So, this should be substantial. I mean, what I'm eating now, literally, that should just be, lunch, or, tea time, or dinner, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So, I'm also closing in on writing my, I've already written my book, I just have to edit it. So once I self-edit it, literally I could self-publish it. But I really need to add photographs to this upcoming book about my first year in London Hostels. Gonna, like, leave, like, next Saturday and get back to London. But before I leave, I'll stop off at that, like, really long town in Wales. Like, it's a bit of a trip, like, for me to get there from my town in Wales, all the way to this, like, town with, like, a long name. But, it'd be a good tourist thing, because, like, literally, to go from London to Llanfair, really go, it's over, like, 100 quid on the trains, and I do not pay that much money for a train ticket. Like, I just don't understand how my train ticket to Ford was only a tenner, like, 2 months ago, but then my train ticket to Milton Keyes was at least £15. Or my train ticket to Brighton is like £12. I mean, if I'm going to be on a train for at least an hour and a half, then, like, why do you have to charge a lot more money to be on a train in Wales? Anyway, no, I've not, like, been practicing my Welsh, but I can hear it daily, and it's just quite an interesting and humorous language. But, I'd rather be, like, learning something native, or wonderful. Kind of like maybe Kurdish or yeah, like or Mosquito, like for the language of Central America. So anyway, I hope all you people in America are all doing fine. It seems like you're gonna have no lockdowns. England's already out of lockdown right now, but you see, I came back to England during the second lockdown. But then once I got to Wales, everything was open as usual. I mean, Wales already had like a 2-week trial lockdown. So depending on where you live in the United Kingdom, like just laws like differ. Like Wales have their own laws, Scotland has their own laws, Northern Ireland has their own laws. Like England's got their own like laws. Yeah. So I'm just really looking forward to going to works in about a week and a bit's time. I've already got like doctor's appointments set up. To get my life back on track. Can't wait to move back into my old accommodation. And I'll probably won't be going outside the UK for another 6 months. But then after June 2012, I really want to get my gringo back on, you know. There's like so many countries in Latin America I want to visit. I mean, I'm still pissing myself that I didn't see Panama like 2 years ago. Because I was in Costa Rica, I was in San Jose. I could have just gotten a bus at the border, but basically just my tired self just couldn't go there. And I was running out of time. I had to get on a plane on the 29th of December to go back to Cancun and then wait for my flight back to Birmingham. But, yeah, I'll probably be spending a bit more time in Latin America once everything eases down and gets under control. Anyway, over the Metalhead, over and out. My SpaghettiOs are boiling over.